How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of mystery beers, courtesy of I don't know what from, well, actually I do know who. That would be my boy Dan, Stout Snob 40 on the Instagrams, and who would have thunk it? This be a stout. Yeah, he sent me off a bunch of beers, some mystery, some not, and we're working through them. I think this is like the third mystery beer I'm diving into. Sweet, classic paper towel stylings with the added bonus of some pull tabs. That's a gigantic stout. Almost looks like slightly nitroed, with how that kind of head is cascading on it a little bit, but I just think it's just a big, hefty beer. 2 fingers, I mean, dark as dark could be. A little bit darker than I like my coffee to look like, color-wise, and just this rich, huge darkness going on. Let's see if we can get a nose. Chocolate and berry. Chocolate berry, chocolate red fruit, chocolate cherry, chocolate cherries, marzipani, not marzipani, liqueur, chocolate and cherry. Very much kind of old school Russian Imperial Stout vibes off of this one, in a way that I'm getting like this nice rich kind of darker, not all that confectionery kind of chocolate off of it, like a semi-sweet kind of chocolate with this nice soft, powerful but not over the top roasted component, but it really is that kind of big cherry note that I'm getting off of this that really brings home like this old school Black Albert kind of level of Russian Imperial Stout, because I don't believe I'm getting a spirit off of this. I think it's just a big old core 4 Russian Imperial Stout, at least on the nose. Done and done. I mean, it smells delicious. It smells absolutely fantastic. Let's dive in. Cheers. Wow, that's sweet. That's very, very, very sweet. That's very sweet. I immediately want to jump to, there has to be some added sweetener in this beer. Unless this beer didn't finish fully. It's got a ton of residual sugar in it, but I feel like there's something else added to it. It's not maple syrup. It could be something along brown sugar. I don't believe this has any kind of barreling in it whatsoever. Wow, that's sweet. Wow, that's very, very, very sweet. Okay. So, on the nose, I was getting all the parts of Russian Imperial Stout. And the taste, I could see it being somebody's kind of new school brewery's kind of version of a Russian Imperial Stout, just not really getting there. It is very sweet. And the more I drink it, each sip I take of it makes me think more and more it's just a residual sugar sweetness as opposed to an actual addition. Because I'm trying to peg down, if it were overly sweet, what would it be? I don't think it's lactose. It's definitely not anything that's not maple syrup. I don't know. I mean, it's really hard for me to break this beer down because it's so overly cloyingly sweet. There's really not much else I could do. It's just taste this big, bold sweetness, because on the nose, it had a lot going on for it with this nice kind of roasted component. It had that little cherry note going on, and it didn't come off nearly as aggressively sweet on the nose. But good God. I'm actively trying to take as many sips as I can to see if I can get acclimated to that sweetness to get more out of the beer, and I honestly can't get there. So what is this? I believe there's stuff in this beer. I just can't taste it. So we're gonna shoot from the hip on this one. I think they're gonna call this beer a 11 and change Imperial Stout with whatever adjuncts are in there. Coffee and vanilla, maybe. Even though I'm not getting really any of those because how sweet the beer is. In actuality, this beer is probably closer to like 7%. That's how much residual sugar is left over in this beer. Done and done. So I think they're going to call it closer to 12. So 11 and change. But in reality, if you were to get this beer tested, it's got to be like 7%. It is. If this is a double digits, they're lying to you, because to have this much leftover sweetness in it is just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So there you go. Coffee, vanilla. I'm not tasting those things. Again, this is just knee-jerk reaction. Maybe I'm getting it somewhere in my subconscious. It's insanely sweet. Insanely sweet. Okay, what do we have here? Electric Brewing Company. Haven't had anything from those guys, but I know Bottle Logic Collab. Science of Magic. 14%. There is no way this beer is 14%. I'm telling you right now. It's not fucking possible. Imperial Stout with toasted coconut, shredded coconut, and Ecuadorian cocoa nibs, brewed with our new friends at Bottle Logic Brewing. So it's an Electric Brewing Company product. That's an insane amount of sweetness in there. This beer is not double digits. I would bet everything I have in my pocket, which is nothing right now, that it is not even double digits. Now, did they intend for it to get to 14%? I don't know. But this is not a 14% beer. There's no way, with what's going on in here, that this is a 14% beer. It's not. It's not. It had enough sugar in it to become a 14% beer, but this thing finished closer to 7-8%, and that's how much residual sugar is left in that thing. Yikes. I did not like that at all. I am not going to drink the rest of this beer just because I'm not in the mood to drink chocolate syrup today, and just not my jam. Yeah, just missed the mark completely for me. Let's put it that way. So let's talk about it. Is this one of the better Imperial Stouts that I've had as of late? No. I doubt it's Imperial. And it's not much of a stout. It's pretty much just sugar water. And that in and of itself is kind of poopy. Value and availability, no idea, and leave you with if you like what we like this. If you like drinking sugar. Like I said, this is one of the ones where I would absolutely die on the hill of me being correct and the beer actually being wrong. There's no way this beer is 14%. No way. It's not even close. It's not even close to being 14%. And it's so under attenuated that it's just literally you're just drinking sugar water. There you go. Mystery beer in the books. Even the ones I don't like, I enjoy. So thank you very much, Dan, for sending this off. Like I said, go check them out. Stout Snob 40 on the Instagrams. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little mystery beer. If you do enjoy the mystery beers, you're more than welcome to send some off if you feel like doing so. You can write me at matt@massivebeers.com or massivebeers@gmail.com. Down there if you want to talk about it. This beer in particular. Yeah. All that fun stuff. I forget what else I was going to say. Massive Beers, Beer Massive, all that stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully you're enjoying a beer right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.